Let's see.
I would like to study the Esper eye that I've been given by, I suppose, my fairy friend.
Perfect. Okay. So you do just that. You begin looking into the eye, and
Staring
you
contest, go.
right.
Around the eye, into the eye.
Kind of. You can feel its pool, and as you hold it and kind of stare into its pupil, it kind of moves around and twitches, and you can tell it's like asking for you specifically. It wants you, and as you look at it, it's almost hypnotic. The the eye just has almost this power over you where it wants to just be a part of you, and the miasma begins to link and or leak, and as it leaks, it goes down your arm and kind of back up into your shoulder and begins to cloud your eye as you can feel just the pressure build up a little bit and build up a little bit, and you
Hmm.
hear the whisper of who is it that you seek? Think of them, and I will show you.
Okay. Ellie? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Freaking coward. Um, my Talus, please.
Ask and you will receive. And you hear this whisper as the eye begins the attunement. It latches onto your face. And we'll cut away for just a moment, right? We'll cut
Damn
away.
it.
Did you audibly scream? Because I think the mic might have muted.
Oh, that was frick! I did.
I think noise
Oh, what?
cancellation caught you.
I can scream again when it cuts back to me. Dang, I freaking prepped for that.
I know, it's good. I feel bad because it cut out. I was like, no.
I'll do it something else when it cuts back.
Okay.
You
So
tone it down like that.
everyone hears the scream and instantly recognizes it as Cedar. You know where her room is. You hear an audible scream, the squawk of pain, and you can tell it's genuine, like almost like real pain. She took a shot from the rot and didn't even let a squeal out this loud, and all of you guys hear it. What do you do?
Kid just
I
grabs her
immediately grab
spell
my
book and
mace and I
dart.
run.
Cameron's gonna run up to the door and she doesn't knock or anything. She just kicks the door in.
Oh my gosh.
So
Mister, help me.
you kick the door in, and the sight that you see is Cedar on the ground, an eye literally wrapping its tendrils around the eye that's physically in her head as it slowly begins to pull and remove it from her eye socket. And it rips it out across the room. It throws it. You hear her eye bounce off the wall with a loud thunk as this eye twists back around and its tendrils and veins begin to seat itself inside her skull. You hear a blood-curdling yell of pain as she falls into a trance-like state, being partially
I'm,
aware of what's going on.
I'm immediately going to rush over and, not knowing what to do, I'm immediately just going to try and cast Cure Wounds. I know it's not going to do anything, but that's what Gail's going to think about in the moment. And he's panicking as he does so.
So you cast Cure Wounds, but something interesting happens. It's almost like there's no wound to heal. That her health pool doesn't kind of go anywhere. You usually get a completed feeling, but you almost feel like the healing actually is blocked for a moment. as she's covering her eye, kind of staring at you, her yellow eye still looking at you almost as if it's asking for help.
Cedar, what's happening? Cedar,
Do I take in any of that?
So you in this state will be half aware. So you can technically answer, and keep in mind you're in an excruciating amount of pain.
Mm-hmm.
You can answer, and you're half aware. Just keep in mind you have disadvantage on perception checks, but you are able to perceive.
Gotcha.
But there is now also something going on that you're able to see clear as day. So you are in two places right now visually.
It hurts.
Kidis takes out like the feel good potion. This is supposed to be anesthetic.
No. Don't want to make it worse. Why am I not seeing anything? With the
tell
other
us what
one.
happened.
No, I can see through this. I was looking at it. I was trying to study it and see what it would do, and it took root. I'm afraid to move my hand.
So, what's going on inside your eye right now that you can see? Your Esper eye is showing you the image of a woman. A headmistress, if you will, Mai, sitting in her room. She has two students being disciplined. She's reprimanding them for pranks, writing graffitis on the walls. You can hear her and see her visibly smacking a ruler against a desk to kind of frighten the children. You recognize the classmates as well. It's almost as if you're hovering above the room looking down. And you can see this, and she pauses for a moment because the blue orb that was in her desk that you guys have seen before, that's responded to magic, begins to glow. And she looks at it, and then she looks back at the students, and she goes one last time, for both of you. I know there's war, I know there's turmoil, and I know there's bad, but there's also good, and that's no reason to act out. If I catch you in my office again, both of you are expelled. And she'll pound her hand against the desk and cast them out. But then almost she'll look directly into the orb. Looking around, she's trying to scry for what is making the orb glow. And she looks up directly at the viewpoint that you have down at her and goes, "Who is this? Who are you?"
Hello?
And in that moment, the pain in your eye stops. You can let out a breath as both of your vision now focuses back into the room that you're in. Your friends staring back down at you. Kidis there trying to force drugs down your throat. Gale
No,
trying to heal you. And Dimran just standing there in awe
really
of what to do.
Do they see the miasma coming out
Yes. And
from behind my hand?
as you kind of start gaining your senses fully back to where you are, the miasma then begins to kind of fade. But you'll see a purplish pink miasma as she's talking to you guys, kind of rejecting anything that you're trying to do. It's basically perforating her fingers and kind of penetrating and just leaking out of that eye. But it will slowly start to fade.
What's happening?
I think
What
I
is
can
this?
see people that are not here right now. I'm going to move my hand. And I'm not going to like it when I do. It's okay. Okay, I can deal with this.
It's all right. We've got you, see. We've got you.
I think, is it different? Is something different?
You should
I mean,
get a little closer.
Well, you got a new eye.
What?
yeah, it's purple now.
It's pretty. It's a pretty color purple. Good color for you.
Thank you, Kidis.
Dimran's
Where's
just gonna
my-
look.
Oh my gosh, is that my eyeball on the floor?
Yes, it is.
How were you so calm about this?
I'm not.
No, I'm talking about the child.
Okay, yeah. Huh? That I was wondering about. You're very calm for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, stimming. Okay.
Kittis like takes out like some like little gloves and like gently picks up the eye.
You want it? You can keep it. I don't think I can use that anymore.
So the interesting thing
Oh.
about the eye is that it, and Kittis would know this right away, it's not bleeding. It's not showing signs of decay. Just like the Esper eye, it almost seems to be in a suspended state. Just a yellow owlin eye, as it was almost as if it came right out of her head, but it has all the optic nerve and veins and arteries still attached to it. It just seems to be suspended.
Fascinating. Kittis like tries to
You
snap
okay?
herself out of it and kind of like wraps it up like and kind of like puts it in her bag.
When the miasma fades completely, almost retroactively, you feel your healing spell take effect and instantly alleviate the pain inside Cedar. What stumps you is that it didn't work moments before, and there was nothing you could have done about it.
Are you okay?
I think I am now. Thank you. I didn't expect that.
No. No. Neither did we.
Curiosity.
So you were just studying that thing, and it took your eye out and replaced it?
A mist kind of wrapped around my arm, and I couldn't look away. It was like I couldn't move, and it just jumped from my hand onto my face and started to. I felt every second of it. Ugh. And now my brain's reminding me that that's what I spit up that night. What I choked out of my mouth when we got the gifts. It can't be. That can't be hygienic.
No.
I'm trying to distract myself. It
So
hurt.
that's what the Fae gave you.
Yes, and it talked to me. It said, name who you want to see, and something about ask and you'll receive. And I asked for Mai.
And what happened next?
I saw her in her office. She seems to be doing just fine, although she seemed to notice my presence.
No, chaotic.
Me. Hi, chaotic.
Hey, Chaotic.
Hello.
Sorry, continue.
Gotta get back into Traumaville.
Yeah.
Gosh, it felt like there were small roots pulling my eye out. I mean, I guess that's what happened.
Yeah, it took out even your optic nerve.
Oh, so it's got just a direct pathway to my brain. That's lovely.
Well, that's kind of how eyes work.
Thank you, Kittis.
You're welcome.
I don't know what to make of this. I really don't.
And
Cedar
Cedar just kind of leans
see
in
her.
in real time. I think I got the feeling that it was happening, especially because she looked directly at me. I don't think she knew it was me, though. Her little blue orb. Remember when we went and tried to tell her about, well, everything?
And she was really mean to us?
Well, I wouldn't say really mean. You've not seen her angry.
Protective.
Yeah. She's just trying her best, I think. I hope.
I mean, she's pretty powerful. It makes sense that she'd be able to see you, but
I should have thought of that.
across the
But
continent.
it was the first name I thought of.
You hear an ambient whisper, a sound that resonates off the bones in your skull that no one else can hear, that just says, "You're welcome. Ask anytime."
Why is it talking to me? I'm sorry.
No, it's talking to you.
It said, "You're welcome and ask anytime." You see Cedar start like fidgeting with like the feathers right where like feathers become that kind of like bird foot kind of skin, like that leaves her talons, and she just kind of starts plucking little feathers out of the edges. I'm sorry. Did I wake you all up?
I was already
Hey.
awake.
Hey, don't worry about waking us up. You sound like you needed help. I'm just happy nothing bad happened. Well, nothing serious
Yeah.
happened.
I'm okay. I'm good.
You sure?
Guess I've heterochromia now. Means 2 different colored eyes.
Very fun.
That's-
I always thought it looked cool, but normally you get it genetically.
Yeah.
Or by head trauma. I guess this counts.
Yeah, I think this counts as head trauma.
Yeah, I'd say so. It does look pretty cool. But
Thank you.
not sure
Give
it
us, like,
means just about the answer.
Kidis just kind of reaches into her bag of mundane items and just
This child.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Give me a 1,000 die roll.
This
Uh,
gosh darn
291.
child.
What did you say right before she reached into the bag?
Then I'm just
Oh.
not surprised.
Yeah, cause like she's like trying to like calmly like don't like bother anyone, but she's like also remembered it. And she was just like,
Oh yes, my daily prize draw.
but 291.
I don't want to give this to you.
I'm so excited.
You know what it is.
It's another Jesperai.
No. Okay, so I don't know why I put this in here. So it's the lost soul of a hero long gone. It does nothing except for look pretty and follow you around.
Oh, God.
So now,
Maniac.
now you have a whirring ball that makes noise randomly that floats and follows you.
You're just freaking Superboy, aren't you? I'm doing justice.
The soul of a hero, which is a pale blue flame, that just kind of flickers now and again, and that will follow you around at ground level. And you, of course, have Sneck, Mr. Random Encounter Snake, that has a top hat, monocle, and cane.
And so like it's so funny because like now I'm just picturing she like pulls it out and just places it down and then just pulls fire out of my head. Because like and she's just like,
Does anyone notice this?
does anyone notice?
We roll perception.
Yeah, I mean, you're all in the same room, and
Yeah.
so
Dude, notice her just like slowly reach into bag.
That was a 12.
yeah,
That's a 19.
Dirty 20.
nice. So were you trying to be
Now
stealthy
I
about
roll
this?
good.
Well, she was trying to be like she was, but not like a I'm gonna be sneaky way, but because like she recognized there were other things going on.
Read the
So,
situation.
Yeah, roll
Does
a
it
sleight of
anyway.
hand for me then. Since you're doing a room read, trying to be like inconspicuous about it. Let's see what happens.
Well, she gets a 9, so
Oh yeah, you all stare right at her as she's like starts to ruffle the bag. She thinks she's being sneaky, but she pulls out this blue flame, and like the light it gives off kind of flickers and makes the room a little bit brighter as you all slowly tilt your head towards her. Like, what are you doing?
I'm
Cameron
gonna
just looks
name
at
him
her.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna name him Atlas.
Oh, you really are something special, kid.
I didn't mean to bother you. I just remembered.
No, you didn't bother.
I have the bag, and he's cute. Look at him.
He's very cute. Cedar's laughing, but she's also crying a little now, just the stress and adrenaline of the situation. Come on, don't cry.
His name is Atlas. She picks him up and kind of like puts him in Cedar's lap.
How do I pet this? Does my hand go through it?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Like it rests on you, but as you put your hand on it, it just kind of phases through and flickers a little bit, like a flame dancing.
I put my,
Lost soul.
I put my hand right above it and pretend to pet it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And like as you pet it, its flame dance kind of forms like a sword and shield in its hand, and then takes normal form again as a small flame.
Well, that's a neat little trick.
Come on, Atlas. We're going to have fun.